Yes, good morning everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this Sunday morning Bitcoin update. We're going to do a full update. We'll talk about the higher time frame structure. I think we'll focus a little bit more on the higher time frames. Ultimately, in the last 24 hours, obviously not much has happened. I mean, the volume actually yesterday was still pretty good for a Saturday, but today the volume is getting very low, right? Which is normal for a Sunday, but still, I mean, the 24-hour volume at this point of time is still $35 billion, which at times during the last 3 months we would have dreamed of that volume. Right, so that's pretty good, and Bitcoin is holding on relatively well as well. We found some resistance right here at the value area high of this balance we had here in the middle, or that we have here in the middle, because obviously we did break down below that balance on Thursday and Friday, also with all the bearish pressure coming from the news. But we have reclaimed that, and we've also accepted back into that range with a spike down towards 104,000. So that's good, but we're capping at the upside right there, and we still have the support of the 7-day rolling VWAP. So this could actually turn into some sort of an uptrend, and that is also ultimately what I do expect. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. And obviously, what I tried to say in every video is that this is still, I'd say, a fundamentals market, right? So if we actually do get some news that can affect the prediction, or that can affect the price action of Bitcoin a lot, right? I mean, the stock markets tomorrow are opening again. I would presume that nothing that happened over the course of the weekend has really changed how the stock market is going to open. I'd say it opens at relatively the same prices. But who knows what will happen today, right? So be aware of that. Outside of that, next week is relatively quiet when we're talking about economic data. But we do have the inflation rate and CPI data on Wednesday, and that matters, all right? That is actually one of the most important economic data events that we have in the entire month. Next week, obviously, we have the FOMC meeting. Well, no, not next week, but the week afterwards. We have the FOMC meeting, so that matters as well. But I'll still keep you updated on that whenever that's needed. That's the 16th of June, I believe. So that's Monday, not tomorrow, but the week after. So in 8 days. But all right, so that's what you need to know about next week. Outside of that, like I said, Bitcoin has been holding on relatively well right here. The open interest has basically been flat for the last 24 hours, so that's good. The open interest before that, which we have already spoken about on Friday and Saturday, was quite constructive. I see no problem with the open interest right here. To be fair, it would even make me lean slightly. It would make me lean to the upside a little bit when we're talking about the price action of Bitcoin. So no, I mean, when we're talking about the structure, like I said, be aware of the fundamentals and how they can change the trajectory for Bitcoin. But here on the 4-hour time frame, we have reclaimed the 50 EMA. We have reclaimed the 7-day rolling VWAP. So you could argue that on the 4-hour time frame, we are in an uptrend, but I think breaking above that in this case, definitely in combination with what we've seen on the 12-hour time frame, and also what it looks like, is more of a range, more of a consolidation. All right, that seems most likely to me. Now, getting some sort of a pullback, I think we're ready for that. We still have that fair value gap at 102,800. Which I do think will fill, but I don't think we'll fill that on the short term. Fundamentals could push us down there, but for now, I'd say it's most likely that we will stay in this balance right here, in this very tight balance. And then from this balance, I think we're going up to the top of the wider balance, which is between 108,000 and 102,500. Thursday, Friday, we bounced from the bottom of that. So I think it's most likely structure-wise that we're getting up to the top of that. And that's also in line with the momentum we've seen since Friday, to be fair, and I think that's also still in line with the fundamentals in the general financial markets. So yeah, that's what I expect. That's what I think you need to know. Now, video is not too long, so for now, that's hopefully it helps. But for now, enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you all in my next videos. Bye.